Seems to me that Governor-elect Phill Murphy can't give any presentation without taking a shot at the president. And then the fact that he laughed when asked about the book, I think he is already past being governor and thinking about 2020.
No, I think he's definitely trying to appease his base by responding to the Trumpisms and everything else that President Trump is doing. But the laughing to the book, like we had discussed, it's something that is infotainment. It's not something that's really, I think, of importance to him and his governorship that's coming up. So I think the laugh was actually appropriate.
Bob, what do you think? Is he off base? I mean, you think about the states that have been so successful with offshore drilling. Just to speak to that point, they don't have pollution problems. There are no issues, but they have incredible revenue. You talk about, you go all the way south to Louisiana, you've got incredible revenue. What a way to offset the tax burden in the state. Why not drill?
We're going backwards. Pretty soon we're going to be opening up coal mines in New Jersey again.
I love it. I only wish that could be true. The challenge with alternative and clean energy is it's all fake. It doesn't mean anything. The efficiency rates, even according to the Energy Information Agency, in the teens and 20s, it doesn't work. It costs taxpayer money, and it only works in this state. Look at the debacle of solar. It's all about subsidies.
Is that a shock?
Why should I pay more?
Is that a shock when we're still talking about offshore drilling and coal, open up coal mines that employ, what, 38, 48, 58,000 people in this country? Is it a shock that we don't have the technologies and better abilities to do this?
You move to Alaska, they give you a check.
No, I mean, the investment, like he said, the investment has not been made into clean energy.
You know why? Because it's a loser and the private sector won't touch it. I think there is a lot of credibility to the discussion of a lack of security, a school that has a history of violence. But we've seen this time and again. In New York, it seems to be out of control. We had a kid stab another kid to death in a high school last year. So where does this end and how do you solve it?
Bill, I dealt with this as a prosecutor for years. And while the schools need to maintain a safe environment, and that is the law because these children are required to be at that school, a lot of times these school officials and the police cannot do the job with all due respect that parents should be doing. Not every single fight that happens means that the school was necessarily unsafe or unsecured, but I just wish that when I was doing it, we would have people, whether it be bullying or whatever, we'd have lectures, we'd try to get parents to come, and nobody would come until there was a disaster.
Avi, is this more about social media? I mean, there were always fights in schools when I was growing up, but I don't ever remember it being as violent as it is today. Or do we just know about it more?
I think there's an element of both. We definitely know about it more, and the visuals that we keep getting inundated with definitely make it seem more extreme. To go back to that question, I do think it's important that the schools who are taking custody of these children actually take responsibility as well.
And another problem that you have, though, I will tell you, is that when you do put a heavy police presence in, like we have done, then you start getting attacked for making it a military zone as opposed to an educational environment.
How many folks get in trouble? You know, they're hesitant. Do I get involved? I can get accused of something else. Am I assaulting a kid? That's happened as well. All right, got to leave it there. Afia, thank you. Bob, thanks. Bob, I understand. Congratulations in order. You got a new dog.
Yeah, Holly. We're going to be adopting her. She's a rescue pet from Alabama. She was about to be euthanized. She's beautiful, and me and my wife can't wait to have her come to our home 5 o'clock today.
Holly, huh? Congratulations.